It says there we're going to be subtracting integers today, which you've sort of been doing that already. You've sort of been subtracting already. So subtracting, stuff like that. You know how to do that already, right? -2 and a -6, what does that give you? You can just say it.
Oh.
What'd you say, -8? Good, yes, -8. Because remember, if you're going to do it on a number line, remember this is the positive direction, this is the negative direction. Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to be about the way my day goes. So you're going to start at -2 and go in the negative direction 6 units. Here, go in the negative direction 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where will I end up? -8, right? And if I do, what if I do, oh, let's do a 6, no, -6 minus 4. What will that give us? -10? -10? But, and that we've done before, right? That we've done. But what we're going to do today is, what happens if you subtract a negative? Does anybody know? Well, think about this. I'm at -6. I'm at -6. I go in the negative direction 4 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But here, I'm at -6. I go in the negative direction, -4 units. At -6, I go in the negative direction, -4. Means I have to go the other way. So I don't know if you know it or if you want to just think of this. Subtracting a negative is really adding it. Subtracting a negative, if I have minus -4, I can just write that as +4. When you subtract a negative, you're really just adding it. So instead of -6 minus -4, it's really a +4. Does that make sense? And so now you know how to do this. What do you get? What do you get? I can't hear you. Right, good, yes, -2 then. Yes? It's hard to tell if you know what's going on and you're just sleeping. Well, we'll assume you're all smart. You get it. How about this? -4 minus -10. So I'm minusing a negative, so really that's like, right, plus. So what do you get? 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 She says 6, is she right? Could you just shake your head a little bit so I know you're awake? Right, +6. That's really like 10 taking 4. So when you're subtracting a negative, you just add it. How about stuff like this? They're all like this. Well, okay, so the other thing you're gonna do, I guess, you're gonna do things like this where it's a little bit bigger. You're gonna do things like that where you have a little bit more. See, be kind. So, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, you would do what's in parentheses first, right? Are you still alive? Okay. You do what's in parentheses first. What is 27 and a negative 33? If you're not sure, I don't care if you do it on a calculator. What do you get? Oh, thank you. Negative 6? Right? What do I get for this one? Negative 55 plus 44. Get your calculator out. Right. I hear a negative 11 being whispered. But now I am subtracting a negative. Subtracting a negative is like so negative 6 and a positive 11. You could think of that as 11 take away 6. How far do you think I can go? Those aren't too bad circles. When I try to draw a circle, it usually turns out looking like an egg. Should I do more, or do you think you have it? How many have it? Don't use the middle finger. You got to use your thumb. How many don't? How many want to see more examples? Tell me to shut up and give us our assignment. Okay. I want to make sure I do enough so that you get it, but I don't need to bore you if you think you have it. So I'll shut up. Is that page 60? Bottom of 60. Starts with the oral exercise. So I have and written exercises. And again, 1 to 32. They go pretty quick. So if you have there's not going to be any work to show for those. Some of these where it's a little bit bigger, maybe yes, but there's not going to be any work to show for the first ones, right? Right? Did I ask if there were questions before you get to work? Are there any questions? Does anyone have a question?